What is going on, guys? My name is 4G. So today we do have some pretty big information because the Battle Pass in Fortnite is getting some big changes. Now, this is something I've wanted in the game ever since they started changing the Battle Pass in the past, where you can now choose you have like the illusion of being able to choose what you want. The current system is something that I've had a problem with for a bit just because it doesn't actually give you the ability to earn whatever you want whenever you want. There's always some sort of, you have to get to this certain level before you can actually get that item, and I do think that just makes it seem like more of an illusion of choice type system rather than actually giving you the freedom of choice. So reading over some of these changes, you'll still be able to claim Battle Pass tiers in the order that you like, but there will also still be an option to turn on auto claim like the current Battle Pass function has. But the big thing here, and this is the thing I wanted to make a video on, is when purchasing levels, you can directly buy individual rewards without having to progress up to it. So basically, if this is accurate, if this is what I'm getting, if I'm understanding this correctly, pretty much the way it'll work is the system of choice will actually be a real system of choice. It's not going to be, oh, you can get a couple of these things, or you have to get up to level 60 or whatever in order to then be able to get this. If you want to get everything, you'll have to get to tier 100 or whatever the tier might be. But at the same time, you can get any single reward in any order that you actually want. And that right there is massive. If that is the case, if that is happening and this is an accurate leak, this would change the game a lot. This would be something that I really would like to see in other games as well, because games like Call of Duty also have the same system that they had to copy from Fortnite, of course, and then Rainbow Six Siege has it as well. I just don't like it, this path system. No, just allow us to get everything. If you're not going to have a track system where it goes from 1 to 100 and each thing is in a certain level, then just give us access to absolutely anything we want. You have a currency in this. Why is there a lock in place so that you have to get to a certain level in order to use the currency? It just makes it so that I have to claim each reward for no reason in particular, because I have to get up to that level anyways. So why am I claiming each individual reward? It's gotten to a point where it almost feels like they did this system in order to give you some sort of psychological feedback so that it feels good, like it feels like you're really getting that reward. Whereas if you just go up to tier 100 in the old system where it was just a track, you were getting all those rewards anyways, so you didn't really have to actually go out and claim it. It's the same reason why there's a hold feature when you claim each individual tier. You actually have to hold down the button in order to claim that, and they do that on purpose. I really do think that. Although at the same time, there is the whole claim a whole page, which, by the way, if that wasn't a feature, that would be really, really bad for the game, because I usually, at this point, with this current system, I just sit there and wait until I'm tier 100. I mean, okay, usually I'll claim the V-Bucks as I go along just because, you know, it's V-Bucks. But other than that, for all the other rewards, I will usually just wait until I get to tier 100 and then claim everything in just one big page. And it's not because I do that because it's satisfying. I mean, sometimes, but that's not really why I do it. I just do it because I do not want to claim each individual item. And that is why I really disliked this system when they added it back in, I believe it was Chapter 2, Season 7. I really disliked it with the Battle Stars system. I was really excited at first when I heard Battle Stars were coming back. I thought it was the old Battle Stars system where you had to get 10 Battle Stars in order to go up a tier and all that stuff, which I don't think that was a better system overall, because it was much harder in order to level up and get the Battle Pass completed. You had to complete challenges back in Chapter 1, which is no longer the case now, which is a massive improvement for sure. So if you played back in Chapter 1, you know it was a lot harder to level up your Battle Pass, and the XP system in that game didn't really do anything. It just changed your portrait, which, by the way, actually, I do wish that they would bring that back. I know you have the fire system where when you're in a game and you're over level 100, your name or your number or whatever is on fire, but at the same time, I do miss grinding to level 100 back in Chapter 1, and it was a hard thing to grind for. Real quick, if you are enjoying this video, you should definitely hit that like button, as it would greatly help out the channel. And if you would like to support me, you could use code YouTube. It's 4G in the Fortnite item shop. I do get a small portion of that sale, and I would definitely appreciate it. All right, but it was fun. It gave you something to level up for, like after you already got the Battle Pass and everything, something to still do. And then if you did get to level 100 in a couple different seasons, you actually got a banner. Not every single season. Season 5, when I got up to level 100, didn't get anything for that. But Season 7, I believe there was one, and then I got the Season 9 one. That was the other one I got to level 100 on. But either way, it was a grind for sure. It was a lot of fun. A lot of Team Rumble in there. But the point is, I really do wish if they were going to change up the Battle Pass, give us that portrait system back over top of our icon, which we don't even have an icon anymore, but add it back. You know, add it back. I liked the portrait. And actually, if you click on people's portraits, I believe there was a way you could actually see the old portrait around your banner, and it made it look so much better. Like, I remember specifically seeing big streamers always having that because, of course, they played a lot, and I thought that was such a cool system to have added into the Battle Battle Pass. Just gave you something extra to do on top of that. I mean, now we do have extra bonus rewards, we have extra styles, and it goes all the way up to level 200. The only thing I really dislike about the current Battle Pass system is that you can buy past tier 100 now. Maybe some people like that. I dislike it because you just shouldn't be able to do that. I feel like the super styles were the thing that stood out as you actually had to play for them. I mean, it's still not hard to get. If you bought tier 100 and then you just could grind all the way through until the end, it's still not that big of an accomplishment, but it was a lot better. At least you knew if someone had these super styles that they still had to play the game up until they got to tier 100 pretty much if you have the highest tier 1. But that's not the case anymore because you could just buy all the way to tier 200. Then again, there's so many XP glitches and methods and stuff that people use. So I don't know. I've seen people get to level 1000 on the second day of the game. Pretty much every season I see this. I have no idea how people do this. There's so many different methods that people could use because there's so many ways to earn Battle Pass XP at this point that I do not think it really matters. Now, it says purchasing levels. I don't exactly know if that means purchasing with battle stars or with real money, because that is actually a massive L if this is the case. If it is only with real money that you can directly buy individual rewards, I think that that is kind of dumb, to be completely real. My positivity for this is assuming that you could also earn whichever item you want as well. Maybe the way it would work is you could see all 100 items. Well, I guess there's technically more items at this point, but you have all 100 items, let's say for the first 100 tiers, and you can just pick whatever specific reward you want, and every single level you went up, you would get the battle stars that you currently already earn every single time, and you'd be able to spend them on whichever specific reward you want in the current Battle Pass loot pool, I guess you could call it. Something like that, I think that would be the best thing. But if it's only purchasing, so you can only use V-Bucks on them, for an example, I think that that is not very good. That is not a good idea. I mean, it's fine to do that in combination with being able to earn it, but if you can only buy it, and people who are just earning will still have to get to tier 100 or whatever in order to get the quote-unquote tier 100 skin, then I do think that that would not be very good. You have to have either both or none at all, in my opinion. The tier 100 skins really don't matter all that much anymore in terms of being a special reward. I mean, at least not for me personally. Ever since they started making them collabs, the collab tier 100s, it just doesn't hit as hard, doesn't make as much sense to me. I mean, the John Wick skin, I mean, that was way back in the day, of course, but that is an absolute OG classic right there that really felt special to me. Whereas nowadays, that just doesn't seem to be the case, and a lot of the skins that are lower down in the reward list are usually more impactful to the story or whatever. I don't know, for example, Hope, starting in Chapter 5, has been seen in many different aspects of the story, and yet she was a tier 1. So honestly, in this case, tier 1s usually matter more than tier 100 from what I can see. But either way, the last thing I wanted to talk about here, because I completely forgot, XP and levels earned will be applied to all passes at once, but passes can require a different amount per tier. So you can now level up the Lego Pass, Fortnite Festival Pass, all while just playing regular Battle Royale or Save the World and getting Battle Pass XP. It's all going to be one unified XP system, which is a lot better, because I will say Fortnite Festival, I haven't cared for it since the first season with the weekend, but after I grinded that out for the very first time, I was never doing that again. If I'm being completely real, first of all, it's 1,500 V-Bucks and you don't get any V-Bucks back, which is kind of crazy. I mean, that's fine, whatever you want to charge for that, but you had to go out of your way and really grind Fortnite Festival in order to get that. I think that trying to do that and then complete the regular pass, and then it's just too much stuff to do, especially if you want to play other games and you have other things to do in your life, right? So it's kind of just a pain. So I think this is a good change for sure. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this video. What do you guys think about this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you're new here and you like videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.